So welcome back to Eating at April's, and we are on stage 2 here. You see I've got this smoking. Here, we've got a full rolling boil going in this pan right here, and I'm going to show you everything else that goes in. I have already taken the chicken breast and shredded it. That's going to go straight in just like that. Now the cat wants it all to herself, but I gave her a little. Okay, so I'll have to bring it back to a boil after that. Mix all that in there. So wonderful. Next, my broth. I put about 2 cups of it in because I just like a lot of broth. Now there's 4 cups in this container, so use about half of it. Now let me show you. This is what's left over from where I shredded the chicken. You can see the green onions from earlier and then the chicken bones. I'll put those in a plastic bag and throw those out. Now, some people like to put the dark meat in their soup too, but I don't. So I put this in Ziploc and I save it for my babies. Wonderful. Next, I'm going to start seasoning. Now, if you already cook, you season to taste. So as this boils, I'll taste it several times and recheck it. So I don't measure anything when I do this with this recipe. If the broth is too strong, pull a little out, put a little water in. But I've done this so many times, I almost never have to do that. Once this comes to a full boil, you're going to want to go for about 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how fast you boil it. Put this over here and see if I can, yeah. Now, the sage will give this almost like a brownish-greenish color, and that's okay. The broth is still a clear broth, but it looks a little bit muddy and brackish because of the sage, and that's perfectly all right. I like these Chinese spoons most especially. Okay, here we go. It's almost boiling again. Now, you don't know exactly what the broth is going to taste like until the vegetables are almost done, but you can test for the spices very soon into it. Add little bits at a time because, I mean, you can pull some of the broth out and put a little water in and alter it, but why would you want to do that? Just little bits at a time. Yeah. Needs more salt. Needs more sage too. And it needs a little bit of water. It's a bit thick for me. There we go. Put in about 8 ounces of water just now. And if you're going to add water, once you start it boiling, try to use hot water because it just makes it cook faster. Let's see. See. That's more like it, but I want a little more sage. One of the things I had toyed with this early on and cooking it was to put a little bit of beer in the broth and some mushrooms. Oh, that made it nice. You can also put in some fresh rosemary when you're boiling it and make a bunch of thyme, rosemary, and sage and throw in there. You can use whatever vegetables you want. You can use whatever kind of onions you want. You can use garlic if you like, but garlic and onion can sometimes upset the stomach. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a mild, relaxing thing that's soothing for your stomach, lay off the garlic and onion and just use some green onions. But I'll tell you, the garlic and the onions and leeks give it a wonderful flavor. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it doesn't have to boil that fast. Oh, This is my favorite soup. Oh, another thing, black pepper. Go easy on your black pepper with this unless you want it spicy, because black pepper will upset the stomach for some people too. I don't even think I'm using a total of a teaspoon in this. Plenty of salt. Then I will show you in my lovely handy dandy freezer, as soon as this is done cooking, I divvy it up into 3 of these and I freeze it immediato. When I've only got 1 of these left in the freezer, I make another batch, and I go through about a batch a week just for me. This is the beef stew I made for my husband's lunches. We really use the heck out of our freezer here. Then I make a batch of these each week. Peanut butter no-bake cookies. If you're going to eat desserts, you want to eat a dessert that's got something in it that's good for you, as much as possible. Chocolate is a mood enhancer. For some of us, we have to watch the chocolate, believe it or not. But oatmeal, it's one of the whole grains that they want you to really eat. All right, and that is how to do my corn soup. And this has been Eating at April's, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.